What's up, guys, on live stream? I know you spent 60 minutes watching us get ready. We're also live streaming today from Instagram. What's up, everybody there? And we got that. Now we're covered, so you're gonna be able to see my screen. Our other room that we're supposed to work in out of today that doesn't have this glare, unfortunately, there was a problem with it, so we're gonna be working out of our cool little office space out here. So hope you guys enjoy. So today's topic is going to be about how to, you could talk.
Thank you. I was out of center.
You're on center.
I'm off center. We don't really care about perfection here. Am I in it now? This is cool. Awesome. I'll just go from this side. Like I said, Keys always used to do it. So today we're going to talk about what are you going to do to grow and why it's in your attitude and how you can really change your mindset, because a lot of times agents, whether they're at Home 61 or at a different brokerage, they have a lot of tough times with figuring out how to grow their business and do it successfully. One of our main issues here at Home 61 is we give a lot of leads and a lot of clients, and a lot of times that screws up the whole agent prospecting game and what agents need to do. And like top agents don't need leads. But our main value prop is we give leads and we want to help our agents survive more. And right now, that's the name of the game. We got Zillow, Bold Leads, us, a whole bunch of other great companies out there helping agents grow their business with online leads. And that's the name of the game in this time of in the 21st century, right? So how can we close these leads, but then add on to our business using traditional methods and really just getting out there, seizing the day, taking control, and just doing it, even if we think that we look crazy or that we're the weird ones walking out, knocking on doors, or if they say no to us, we really have to change the mindset and go out there, because there's a lot, almost 1,000 transactions closed in the state of Florida per day. I think James pulled the numbers the other day, it was like 750 or something like that. Within Miami, we estimate around 300 closings per day, 250 rentals, and 50 sales. So like the entire idea of this is how can I inspire you guys to go out there and get your piece of the pie? That's a lot of closings happening every single day, so we gotta kill it. So let's move on to the first slide. So now we're gonna take it away from real estate, and I'm gonna show you the power of hacking your mind to become a better real estate agent. And I'm gonna do that by making you guys artists. So what if I were to say that you could be a world-class artist? With you guys here in YouTube, you could probably comment on their Instagram. Adam, you can look at the Instagram comments that they said. What if I were to say that you could be a world-class artist? Would you believe me? If I said today I'm gonna make you in 5 minutes or less a world-class artist, would you say yes or no? Peter, you're crazy, you're nuts.
Why not?
I'm nuts, right? I'm crazy. You're from France, so you like have great art from France, right? But my question is, why don't you believe me? Why don't you think you could be a world-class artist today? What sort of artist? Any art. Like you could just be a world-class artist, multi-million-dollar valued artist. I'm saying today I can make you that in less than 5 minutes. And you say, no, you're crazy, Peter, and I want to know, why don't you believe me? I think it's possible, right?
With postmodern painting.
Okay, you're gonna be a world-class real estate agent today. You gonna believe me?
Yeah.
You want to do it. It's not an art, but how are you gonna get there, right? So I'm gonna show you how you get there in art, and then we can apply the same thing to real estate. Awesome. So everyone, you have your pen and paper over there. You're at home watching. You can pull it on your sketch thing on your phone. I want you guys. Well, I'm gonna say, I think that you could all draw John C. Reilly perfectly, just like this. Would you believe me then? No. You don't think so? Yeah. But you all think that you guys are gonna become world-class real estate agents, right? You're gonna beat out Chad Carroll, you're gonna beat out the Jills, right? You're gonna be on $1 Million Listing, all those things. Okay, cool. They all have to start somewhere. And you could draw John C. Reilly right here, perfectly, right? Because you could draw a square. Can you all draw a square? Yeah. Okay. You could all draw a little square. So zoom in to John C. Reilly, and all John C. Reilly's made up of our little squares right there. So you could technically, I just gave you the tools to become a real world-class artist, right? You can now draw John C. Reilly or anything that you want to draw. You could be the best artist in the world. In fact, Chuck Close, worth $25 million, does all of his paintings just like this. And I mean, the guy's in a wheelchair, he can't walk, and he's drawing like world-class paintings, like they're selling for millions of dollars. He has a net worth, I think, the same as like one of the biggest houses that sold this year in Miami. It's pretty awesome, and he does this all by little tiny squares. And this picture, any of the picture he does, starts with a tiny pixel, tiny square. So the same thing we want to apply to real estate, right? A lot of times it feels overwhelming and crazy when you get into real estate and you want to start closing $1 million deals or $10 million deals. You want to get into luxury. You want to close houses. You want to do all this kind of stuff with the leads. But then to get to here, you don't necessarily see the little squares that you have to put in place to draw that picture, to become that world-class artist, and essentially become that world-class agent. And all those top agents are all experts at anything, whether you're product design, whether you're in the tech company, whether you're doing whatever it is, all starts with this little square right here. With coming up with a different approach on how to solve and tackle different problems. So you could draw John C. Reilly or anyone you want. You could become a world-class artist by learning how to dissect your problems, look at how to build them, and go through them. So does anyone feel like they now might be able to be a world-class artist? If they try, like now they have the tools to do it, it all starts block by block, square by square. So enough about art, let's get into real estate, right? There's really no excuses. A lot of times when I ask people, we say, okay, how many closings are happening per day? Miami, 300, 250 rentals, 50 sales. What are you guys doing every single day? So what are you guys going to do every single day to get a piece of the pie, to get a piece of that action? What are you doing to take to be accountable? How are you going to do that? I think that that's something that's super, super, super important that agents in Miami and new agents don't do. 87% fail within the first 2 years. And I think it's more than that, honestly. So why do you think that? Keep that in mind, because I really want you to establish, we talked about the baby goals, the baby steps. We talked about the square to become a major artist. You could do the same thing. Now let's talk about how we're going to apply that to real estate, right? So if I were to ask people here today, look at these numbers right here. What are you doing besides hitting Y and getting leads with us or going to Zillow and other places? What are you doing to grow your network and get a piece of this action? Whether the market's up, down, doesn't matter. Transactions happen every single day, and relationships are made every single day. So what are you doing to get into the action? Silence. Those that are here, do you wanna explain exactly what are you doing today to get a part of this action? What are you doing to make more relationships? What are you doing to go out there and maybe prospect an area, maybe prospect a building, maybe get more clients, maybe talk to some people? What are you doing to step out of your comfort zone today to get a piece of this action tomorrow or right now? You made a great step. You're working with online leads. That's awesome. But that can't be everything. So what else are you doing? Because you're not working with online leads 100% of the time.
Knocking on doors.
Okay, so you're knocking on doors. So how many doors? Like, do you have like an area that you're knocking on the doors with every single day? Awesome. So you're knocking on doors. You're calling. Are you getting the numbers? Talking to neighbors, getting the word out there.
I just hired the driver.
Nice.
New agents. He's a real estate agent.
Okay, so knocking on doors, maybe making some phone calls, maybe doing that kind of stuff. Like, what do you do in the morning to say, okay, what can I do to improve myself? Do you have a plan when you go knock on doors, or just kind of, I feel like knocking on doors?
I'm actually gonna set an area in the map. And
Okay.
Go through all the properties. I've been reading all your emails and the tips on
Okay.
how to approach them. I thought one was really good about saying that houses are starting to sell or your neighbor's gonna sell.
Yeah.
And that, buyers are gonna come to the market.
So I love that you read my stuff. I think it's awesome. And now I'm gonna ask you a question. So you're researching, because this is really good for everyone that's watching and people that are here. So I asked Sarah, one of our really top agents that just started with us, and she's trying to figure out how to farm an area and how to really seize the day, take action, and not just be complacent and wait for the leads to come to her. So what can she do to build her business and perfect her pitch and other things like that? And so I'm going to farm an area. I'm planning it. I'm reading. I'm researching it. My question though is, what is stopping you from doing it right? Like after this meeting right now, like what stops you from just going out there and just like knocking on every single door until your feet
Today I'm
drop?
actually working somewhere else, but
You got it.
nothing's stopping me.
Awesome. So like, yeah, you have another prior engagement right now, but nothing's really stopping you from actually just going out there and doing it. And that's like the whole issue. A lot of times we overthink a lot of things, or we try to plan it out. We want it to be perfect. We want it to be this and that. And a lot of times, like you have it in your brain, you have everything there. You need to put the action in motion. Just start building squares. Like when they built the pyramids, it's all built on squares, right? I'm sure like they just like started with like cut a square out and it was like, all right, and then we'll cut another one, and like just like you have the tools in your brain to do it. It's just like a lot of times just like going out there and doing it, and everything else will fall into place. So that's my challenge to you, Sarah, is like today or whenever, the next time, just like go out there and start knocking on doors. Because then in doing so, you can figure out what I really sucked at that pitch. I really sucked at that. It's the same thing with like our online leads. When a lot of agents start, they get afraid. What do I do? It's really just throwing yourself out there and seeing what happens. And then once you see those kind of things, you can see how people react, then you're gonna get there. So really keep in mind these numbers because it's a lot of transactions, right? And a lot of things that I've been saying recently is there's not one broker in Miami or in the world that will ever get like market share in real estate, according to this law of like so many transactions happening in a day and double-sided and this and that. And like I'm gonna list my house but not with this agent or not with her company on the same block, because what if she talks about my finances, or I don't want this and that, my neighbor to know my business. Like there's so many realtors and there's so many transactions. You just need to get a piece of the pie. You need to get one or two more of these more sales. One or two more sales could equal 20K extra a year, 30K, 40K, 50K. So let's really try to think about how to do that. Awesome. So does anyone here, besides we have knocking on doors, but is anyone maybe investing in their own marketing materials or making calls or anything like that? I had a talk with an agent the other day in the office, and we were like, okay, so transactions happen every day. You get the leads and you close the leads, all right. But what are you gonna do to take yourself from a 40K agent to a 100K agent to a 150K agent? Like every year, how are you gonna grow? Oh, I don't know, I guess like I like to make phone calls, so I'll start doing the phone calls. Okay, so what are you gonna do to make the phone calls? Well, once I fix my Instagram and my other stuff, then I'm gonna move forward to it. But honestly, it's just like, I was just like, dude, you should just go make the phone calls right now or tomorrow, whenever you get that inspiration to do
Get
it.
the contacts. I know you can get like the email from.
Yeah, the phone calls, but like there's plenty of different we can go over that later, but there's plenty of different like websites. Like there's one called RedX that you can invest in. And a lot of this is like, what can you do for yourself to, like there's lots of services that you guys can pay for as realtors that are like $25, $30, up to $100 a month, but they really work. Like if you want to get into rentals more, there's an awesome thing called Rent Links, and we can even help you guys set that up if you want to like get more practice going out and seeing showings. If you want to start making phone calls, you can invest in RedX. You could legit go onto your phone book online and just start calling people. You can start knocking on doors. Like there's no real secret science to it. It's like what kind of inspires you to do it, gets you excited in the morning, and just start knocking on doors. Another one could be investing in some marketing materials for yourself. There's a link that we have, home61.com/marketing materials. Or honestly, if you want to do something even different or mark yourself as your own brand, like the Ana Galitza brand, I got the name right this time. So the Ana Galitza brand, if I want to market that, I could be like the Galitza group, or whatever I want to do will help you out with how you want to look. So you can go up there and really show off yourself, because this is you, this is your lifestyle, this is how you are going to portray. People are going to buy with you because they want to buy with you, they trust you, and they know that they could put their finances in their biggest purchase that they'll probably ever make with you in your hands. So what are you going to do? Invest in yourself to go out there. Because you already invested in yourself coming to Home 61. You already did all this stuff, getting the leads and working with us and killing it and pounding the pavement. But I want to take you guys to the next level. And this is something that like not just agents at Home 61 are lacking, but agents across the board, because it's really hard when you work for yourself or your own brand take it to the next level, right? A lot of times you don't know, like, where do I start? Where do I find that list of buyers? What are the tools that I can do? But a lot of times they're right there. Just come and talk to us. You want Red-X, we could probably set you up with that. Set you up with rent links. You could even like test out Boomtown. There's like another great service called Boomtown, which is for online leads too. And it's like $250 a month for a realtor, and you get like 5 or 6, maybe even 10 leads for another neighborhood. So like just getting yourself more opportunities and more ways to go out there, open doors, and meet people. Another thing that might be interested for you guys is a lot of top agents. There's some really awesome agents out of Compass and Fort Lauderdale that are really killing it. And I think, Anna, you do this a lot, but you go to, and actually all of you do it pretty well. You go to like different showings for other people and you like kind of market their listings as your own listings. I think that really taking it to the next level. And like, so now like my challenge to you, like Anna Galisa, we're like, hey, she's been recruiting for us. She's been closing deals. She is always on Instagram and Facebook, taking videos, posting them, tagging us. I think one thing that would take your stuff to the next level would actually be you're filming the videos, maybe talk a little bit about the house, do like virtual open houses, and maybe flip the screen and give some advice to your first-time buyers or people that want to invest in short-term properties, and really show your face and who you are, because people love that. Like, bad hair day, pimple right here, like no one cares. Like no one cares about that. It's like right in your face, right here, weird angle, and people love it for some reason. So that's like my challenge to you guys. Same thing for you, Sarah. Like go out there, find people's listings, call different agents. Hey, can I co-market your listing? Can I go do some virtual showings? Like listing agents love that stuff. And then you get to know the listing agents. Then you make a connection with them. And so it's all about making those connections and making those relationships and really bringing it to the next level. Because what's stopping you guys from doing that today? Nothing, right? And then when you do it, then we post you on our social media and we bump you up and you go on, like, I think you have like 3 or 4 posts on your main page. Like, I love it. Like, I need that content. You need that content. What does it make you guys look like you're doing? It makes you look like you have a crap load of listings. You're always at those nice properties. If you want to work in luxury, go to every single luxury building, go to all the brokers' open houses, film it, shake hands, slap butts, you know, like make friends and like really go out there and do it. You guys could do it. So if you want those lists or you need help doing it, or you want a buddy to go knock on, you feel weird, you need a wingman, I mean, just let us know and we could help you. You want help knocking on doors? Let me know. I'm fairly free and I like to get out of the office and do this kind of thing. So like we can do it. I'm gonna film you guys doing it, but it'll be fun and it'll be a great activity. So what can we do? Because no, it's fun. Like it's fun when people say no, and then you get that one person that says yes. It's kind of like a game, right? But what I'm really getting at is you have tools. You have like 50% of the equation already figured out, and we're working on it. That's the online leads. It will come. I know, like when you start, it's a little bit of weird. It's kind of a struggle. Some people get like that good lead right away. Some people struggle at first, but it all falls into place if you have your goals set for how you're gonna approach online leads. But you'll never be a 6-figure or like more than 130K if you don't go out there and like put the extra effort in, get your repetitions in, start talking to everyone that you can do. Like this is what's gonna take you to the next level. So that's my goal right now. That's our team's goal right now, how we can take your brand to the next level and make you sell more houses and be happier. And so like a lot of you are starting out. And so like this is the time to really kick butt because no other agent is doing it. Like join those groups. The YPN's great. Like there's other groups, events, like go to them. Like, I mean, I like to use Anna Galisa all the time, but like she literally does all of this and it's starting to really come around. When she first started, like it was slow at first, and it's hard to get the momentum. But it's kind of like once you start doing it and you like doing it, if you find something you like to do, it will be easy. You'll just want to do it. And some days you're gonna be tired, some days you're not. You know, some days you're gonna be like not motivated. Don't work those days. Take it off, relax. You know, you have a beautiful beach here, nice hotel, spas. You know, you can relax, and then you can go back and really hit it hard. Because it happens to everyone. So don't get demotivated. If you feel demotivated, you come to us, and we'll pump you up. We'll be like, stop making excuses. But now I'm gonna open it up to you guys, and I'm gonna see if I pumped you up. But if you're feeling demotivated, how can I motivate you guys? We have a little bit of time right now, so I really want to know. We know how many. That's 1,750 rentals, 350 sales per week, right here. You only need like 1 or 2 in a month, right? So you need like 0.5 weeks to do well per week or something. So what are you guys gonna do? You got knocking on doors. That we're gonna do as soon as we're just gonna do it. What about you guys? Is anyone gonna go do like find a couple listing agents right now, make some good connections with them, co-market their
Open houses.
really do it? Yeah,
Going to an open house after this meeting.
do it. So you guys gonna go to the open house? Like, if you guys are going as a group, like take pictures, like talk, like ask each other's like questions. And one thing that I would really encourage is like you guys have a ton of knowledge and you know exactly what you're doing. So what I think that you all should do is let people know about your knowledge. Because there's agents out there that you guys are better than, you have more skills, like have more experience. There's agents out there that are just doing that. They sound ridiculous sometimes. Like some of the things they say is crazy, but they're doing it and we're not. And that's why they're gonna come out and they're gonna win every single time. Everyone needs to know about you guys, like who you are. Everyone in your life needs to know who you are. And that's part of this. We were talking to like a really awesome agent and broker, David Kurz. He has a pretty big company down in Coconut Grove, I think they're based out of. But they have like 100 agents, and they're different than us. They don't provide leads, but he was telling us, and he's everywhere. Like I think 20,000 followers or something on Instagram for his personal page, like a bunch for his company, and he's everywhere in Miami. Like every agent knows who David Kurz is. Like he's pretty badass. And he was telling me that he had a couple friends that didn't buy with him because I thought that he was just doing luxury, and like the $350,000 or the $400,000 house, wasn't there. Like the investment property wasn't there. And he was like, "That's my fault because I didn't like the husband knew, but the wife was a decision maker, and I just wasn't always in her face, and that's my fault. And they just didn't think of me, or they thought that my level was too high." And we've talked to tons of agents too that come to us and like, "Yeah, my friends don't buy with me because I think all I do is luxury." But if people don't know that you do luxury, but you also work with first-time home buyers and you work with rental properties and this and that, if they don't know exactly what you do, if you're not always out there, you're going to be left behind and someone else is going to take that should be yours, because it's all about relationships, right? It's not about who has the most listings today. It's about who's making more relationships today to gain that market share tomorrow. And that's what it's all about. So that's my challenge to you guys. So we're going to go on lit. We're going to do more showings. We're going to show more knowledge that we have. Like a tip of the day is what you guys should be doing. I saw you were posting, Anna, some cool stuff, like some tips for real estate agents on what not to do on their listing.
I'm gonna perfect that post,
but cool things like that. But like instead of writing words, like we looked at it before, like a video is better than 1.8 million words. A 1-minute video. I know I watched that last time, so I had to say it before. 1.8 thousand. Anyways, so I think of that. That's really important. Is like challenge yourself when it feels tough or it feels really, really hard. Do that extra call or that extra showing or that extra email or that extra knocking on the doors. Or you say, "Peter, like, what are you doing on Friday? I know you guys go to Fort Lauderdale, but I really want a door knock on Friday. What are you doing at 2:30? I'll be like, "You know what? I'll come back early on the Brightline." Which is great too. It's like 25%, I think, on Brightline. Trying to get that sponsorship. What's up, Brightline? Anyways, that's pretty much what it is, because I think it really just takes that effort to do it. And I'll give an example from myself is that Adam and I have been talking for the longest time. Like, we need to do videos, we need to do this, we need to do that. Okay, we'll plan it, this and that. And then like one day we're just like, whatever. Like, we're just gonna do a video, and we did it. And they're not the greatest, obviously, but like the lighting's terrible. We got glitter, but it's better than not doing it. And once we get that flow going, we're gonna start killing it. Has anyone here seen the picture of Jeff Bezos' first office when he's like working at Amazon. It's like that crazy big old like iMac that he has there and everything. Yeah, it's like in a garage, like just him, and he like spray painted Amazon.com, like ugly. It wasn't necessarily like the perfect stuff, but he was so determined and he knew exactly what he wanted to do that he didn't have an option not to go out there and get his piece of the pie. And that's what I want you guys to do, because you're gonna let. And yeah, we have different personalities, dominant, whatever, but I call bullshit on that a lot of times. I'm gonna say it's really up to your determination. Like if you want to be better or win or get more money or do whatever if your life, you gotta take action, you gotta take that step. The minute you guys do that, you guys are gonna kill it. And like when I say kill it, that's adding 20, 30, 40, 50, up to $100,000 extra on top of what you're doing right now because of this effort. No one else is doing it. 1% of the 90,000 agents in like South Florida across 3 or 4 counties, that's 900 agents, are probably doing this, and they're the ones that are winning. You all can do it, and I believe in you guys, like even the people on the interwebs. So I think that's pretty much what it is. So we got showings, market the closings. We're going to talk a little bit more and show our faces more on Instagram. What are you going to do to go above and beyond?
More classified ads, websites, Facebook.
And so, like with like the classified ads, like what else are you gonna do to like? Are you to put them? Let's say, like, where are you to put the ads out?
Sorry?
Where are you to put your ads?
Facebook, Craigslist, anywhere I can put them.
Okay, you're gonna target a specific area too.
Close to my hometown.
Okay. Are you gonna make calls or knock on doors? Or,
Yeah.
Oh. That's what I like to hear. So I mean, I guess like I don't think I put that picture. Yeah. Who knows Ronnie Coleman? Ronnie Coleman? No. Never seen the guy, like the big. You never seen him? He's like a huge bodybuilder with a list. Ronnie Coleman. All right, it's your homework. You gotta go look up Ronnie Coleman. He like just has like YouTube videos that he's like picking up like weights that are like 600 pounds, just like pumping them out. But he always says, he has a couple things. He says lightweight, baby, or ain't nothing but a peanut. But like one of the best words that he always says, and I'll end it on this, is like there ain't nothing to it but to do it. Like legit, you guys just gotta go out there and do it. A lot of you are doing it. It's just now time to like put it into like first gear or second gear, third gear, fourth gear. Whatever it is you need to do to get over the hump. But just go out there and like really kill it. If you need help, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling demotivated, that's what we're here for. Send us an email. Better yet, call us and just be like, hey, I want to do this. I'm feeling demotivated. I need your help. What do I do? I want to farm this area. Okay, let's go do it. I want to make these calls. Okay, let's go do it. Where do I find? What's the name of that company? Oh, Boldy's. Oh, Red-X. Okay, cool. Can you help me sign up for it? Cool. Come to the office. Let's do it. Oh, I don't want to go all the way down. Okay, meet us in Fort Lauderdale. Meet us at downtown Miami if we're out there. Meet us like when we go out to Plantation. Meet us when we go out to Doral. Those type of things. That's what we'll be doing. Because you guys are awesome. We're going to make it. We're going to do it. But right now, there ain't nothing to it but to do it. All right, guys. That's it. So after this, I'll shut down the live stream. Thanks for tuning into the live stream. Make sure to subscribe. For everyone that's out there, I'm shutting down the live stream, and then we could all have a little chat if you guys have any questions or anything about those websites or what we could do to strategize. And if you guys that are on the live stream want to participate in these after class chats, you got to do one thing. All right.